All opinions expressed on this presentation are of the individuals themselves. This is for adults only and may contain discussions likely to offend.
Howdy y'all! Welcome to Bald Statements. My name's Rob, my pronouns are he, him.
But anyway, I'm rooting to the summer of the last best America. My name's Gary and he is.
I ain't doing that.
Yeah, I will. Fuck you.
Evening, guys. Welcome to this Sunday. Putting up with these two absolute imbeciles. And if you need to, I'm not even going to dignify that shit. No. I'm Will.
Him, he. Right. We think.
This is Bald Statements where the three of us discuss various different topics. I generally take the stance of the left wing. Will takes the stance of the right wing. And Gary takes a stance of whoever he thinks is right or wrong at that particular moment. Will's usually got his phone going off or some other distraction.
Yeah. Right. US of A. The US of A has 50 states. The flag.
And they are...
Lots.
That's more than 50 states.
It's not 50 states.
It's 50.
The flag has 50 stars to represent the 50 states.
I've got a flag at home I could have brought in.
Do you know what the 13 stripes represent?
The Southern Territories.
No.
Oh. Oh, hang on.
No. Do you?
No.
It's 50 states. Well, anyway, it represents the 13 British colonies that were declared colonies that were declared independence from Great Britain, which they obtained in their victory in the American Revolutionary War in 1775 to 1783.
That was kind of what I meant. But,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
No, it actually was, and I think if you look it up, you'll see.
And it's called the Star
This is backing you
Spangled
up, brilliant.
Banner.
Star Spangled Banner.
I said that's what I said. The Star Spangled Banner. Shut up, Himmy.
Seriously.
I say, can you see?
Himmy.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so America, most powerful
America.
nation. Is it still the most
I
powerful
would
nation
say
on
so,
Earth?
yeah.
No.
Of course not.
Who? What?
What would you say is fucking Luxembourg or something?
I would go.
Don't say China. Don't say China.
Russia.
No.
China.
No.
And the US of A.
No.
I didn't expect you to agree.
No.
You gonna say yes to anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have Russia and China ahead of America now, under the Biden administration anyway. As far as I'm concerned now, America's a complete wet cloth until Trump gets back. In fact, like you ironically said, Luxembourg against the US of A, I fancy Luxembourg's chances. Under Biden, a president that can't even remember to tie his own shoelaces, never mind anything else, forgets his son's name, amongst other things, his dead son, and gets Ukraine and Gaza mixed up. As the president should. He is a calamity. America at the moment is a complete shambles, and they need Donald Trump back.
Well, Ukraine and Gaza have both been invaded by a bigger country, and for not necessarily a massively.
You're really going to try and.
I'm just saying. That's all.
He's the president.
Yeah.
Should sort of know where the countries are that are being fucked.
You can't know everything.
Yeah.
No, but you'd think he'd know some things like that.
I bet he knows more than Trump.
I don't think that at all. I think Trump, you can see, is a better businessman.
Trump would probably be
Trump,
too
better
interested in
businessman.
Which country he can
A
buy.
better businessman.
Better businessman.
Better businessman.
Fucking
He can't
hell.
even afford his fucking bail bonds.
Better businessman.
He's been indicted for
Better-
upping property prices.
Better president. More intelligent. More intellectual. And also has the ability to de-escalate situations.
He also has the ability to escalate situations.
Okay, what's the
Grab
situations?
women by the pussy.
What situations did he escalate? Because I remember him going to North Korea, sorting that problem. Going to Russia, having a good relationship with Putin, keeping Russia in control. And
Did he have a good relationship with Putin?
Yeah, he went there, and Putin come to America, and he went there. So
But that's having a good relationship. Just
For Russia and America, yeah, that's exceptionally good.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
You're basically asking for Bert's confirmation.
Is
there, aren't
it?
you?
Yeah.
Hoping he comes in with
Is
this
it, Bert? Is it?
Yeah, and he do
right.
Oh, fucking wet blanket.
But yeah, no, so he didn't escalate these situations. And the riots at the Capitol building when he left,
That was his fault.
no,
Yeah.
it wasn't his fault.
He said, let's march on the
Wasn't
Capitol.
his fault, but he did not help the situation. I'll give you that. But no, when America comes in, when Trump comes back into America,
You reckon he's going to win? You reckon
Yeah.
he's going to get in and he's going to win?
Sadly, I think
yeah,
he'll
he's
win.
odds on as well.
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah.
Sadly, I do think he'll win.
What
Yeah?
sadly?
What a fucking...
Oh, good.
Only one good thing about Trump, if Trump wins, that he can't stand again.
It's only two. Oh, yeah, two in it.
Two
Yeah.
terms. That's the only good thing that can come from Trump.
No, before you. No, you say that. I
Hopefully
disagree.
one of the Second Amendment loving jerks will sort him out that he's so fond of.
Is it 4 a minimum of 4, maximum of 4 years a term, or is it 4 years regardless?
4 years.
Because we can go 4 to 5, can't we?
Yeah. Theirs is 4 years, almost to the date, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Which would be great.
But they have a different thing where once they win, over here, if someone wins the election, it's instant.
Yeah.
There, it happens in November and you don't take over till January. So you do have a transition period.
Right.
If Joe Biden was in this country and he was not the president of the US of A, he would be that bloke that you read about in the paper that at 3 o'clock in the morning was walking the wrong way down the M25.
There's a right way to walk down
He
the M25,
is
is there?
completely lost.
And
He's
yet
obviously
still
suffering offset
the
dementia.
better choice than Trump.
He's not the better choice than Trump. The only people that say that are the anti-Trump, Trump's the right wing, Trump this, Trump's that. Just because Trump is still fighting for the old school, rather than all the pronoun-loving fucking bearded pricks like that fucking dickhead there, who all go and cry when fucking Donald Trump first won. Oh my God, this is the America we chosen. Well, good. Good, look at the state of UI. That's why America used to be a great country. Under Biden it's not, and now you look at a lot of the woke muppets in America, the same as in this country as well. Fuck me.
When was
If they
America
want
a
to
great
fight-
country?
America was a great country.
When?
Fuck me. Pretty much all
And what
throughout
made
the
it
ni-
great?
all throughout the 1900s. Its stature.
What made it great?
The
its-
1900s.
yeah, at least through the 1900s, through the 19th century, yeah, or the 20th century. Yeah, I
And
suppose
what
it
made it
was.
great?
Their infrastructure, their economy, their military, their global appeal, also their presence on the world stage in being able to deal with situations. Not always correctly, but they'd always have the power to do so.
That's what we.
Nowhere near the capability of America, and this country is now a shambles. Most of
We're
us.
talking about 1900s.
Oh yeah, we did in the 1900s, and we were quite pally with America. Well, but then we got toward the end when America were quite bigger and our country first
We were
started
at war
falling.
at one point.
When our country first started falling, much behind America, America were like our big brother who we just followed all the time with a tail between our legs. Ooh, America invading Iraq, we got to go in there and do all that shit. Nah, it's no comparison.
I
It's-
wasn't, when I suggested USA, I wasn't necessarily thinking about a political thing. Just thinking about the country in general, its culture, things like that. Landscape.
I like the culture, the landscape,
Geography.
loads of I think
We all
America's a
been to
great
the States
country.
before?
I've been to Miami for 2 hours. My wife went to New York for
2
a lot
hours?
longer. Yeah, I was going from the Barbados to
right.
Barbados to the Bahamas,
Yeah, of
and
course we are.
I was only 18, so I had to get a mini flight, but I had to go via Miami.
You've been to the States, girl?
Los Angeles for 3 hours.
Still an hour more than Will.
I spent a few days in New York, visited Philadelphia. Very multicultural. It's good.
A funny thing that came out of America was when they asked for money, and there's a big thing that all the public service workers are going to close and shut down because they run out of money, or something. The last minute they get more funding. One of the things a few years ago was the Grand Canyon's going to close. It's tourist place, and they have flies now. And the one thing we're gonna have to close the Grand Canyon. 'Cause it's big.
I understand.
Yeah, he doesn't. Does he? It was just funny, thing. They're gonna have to close the Grand Canyon.
Not not figuratively.
Yeah.
No, I know. Yeah, I was just trying to understand it.
Don't get a jack and like,
No,
like that, not close it.
you wouldn't do that with a jack, though, would you?
It's an amazing
Up with the
country.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You've got the top end. You've got Alaska, where you can actually walk to Russia certain times of the year.
Yep.
It's the climate is so different there to say in Los Angeles and Miami.
It's the only way you can drive, isn't it, from Europe to America? I think when that lake part there that you've got to
We had
cross
this
when it's frozen.
Conversation recently, didn't we?
I think you might have done, yeah.
You said about walking, didn't you? And I actually argued that you should be able to go further certain times of the year.
You were right.
Yeah, thanks. I did that a lot.
They do cop out with weather, don't they, at USA?
Certain parts, but there's
Yeah, I mean,
quite a big landmass, though, isn't it? You're always going to get tornadoes.
They
and
get
stuff.
every weather, basically, don't they? They do get every time.
Don't in this country because we're barely even. I think we're half the size of Texas, and that's the whole of Great Britain.
A third of the size of Texas, I think. Where
Yeah.
you can fit 3 Great Britons in Texas.
Yeah,
That's just one state.
One state.
Out of 50.
yeah.
And then you've got places like Canada, and, you know, that sort of bulk. It's not the same country, but it's sort of the same landmass.
Yeah.
And all of South America, same landmass as well.
Would you like to live in America?
No,
Loved.
I used to want to live in America.
Yeah.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to live in America while Donald Trump's alive, for the threat of him being voted back in again. I've got a mate who's, no, I'm not going to say that. No, I wouldn't want to live there.
No.
Well, not for the next 4 years.
No. Well, if he loses this time, he can
You're still getting again.
Yeah.
I'd live there, 100%.
What would be really good is if Trump wins, and then on January the 7th has a heart attack and dies.
That's the left, everyone. See, when they have a president or someone that they don't want in charge, they just want them to die. Not to argue with them intelligently and across their points, or maybe you know.
I try and argue intelligently, and I just get shouted at and talked over. As was described last week.
Last week was
Didn't
not
even
an
wanna say
intelligent
pronouns.
fucking. Yeah, no. America's great, and there's certain parts of America I'd love to live.
If America's great, why are you wearing a hat that says "Let's make America great again"?
Because it's not great presently. Under
You
Biden.
just said America's great.
One of my
There are
favourite
parts of it that's great. Would you say it's all great?
One of my favourite people in the whole world is a guy called Matt Dillahunty. He's an atheist, a debater, intellectual.
Is he him? He?
Is him? He?
Yeah.
I'd love so much to meet this guy and just sit down and have a beer with him, because he's very down to earth as well. He doesn't tolerate fools.
Sorry, you'll have to wait.
He speaks very much.
Me and Bert will go.
He speaks very much from.
I'd love to see you with that prick.
He speaks very much from a place of logic. He doesn't run with his emotions.
This is left wing,
Anyway,
Bert.
Anyway, show your hat. He has a hat like that, and he wore it on his show once, and it says, in that font, "Black Lives Matter," and then in a very, very small font underneath it, it says, "Made you look." I like that.
All lives matter.
They do.
What's your point?
Quick, you got to agree.
What's your point? I don't know.
That's my point. That reaction.
What reaction? I was completely calm. Fine
The
about it.
seething.
I'm alright. No, I'm
Your
good.
pulse is
No, I'm good.
down 10 at the dozen.
No, I'm fucking brilliant. No, America, once they get Trump, you need more. The best thing now, finally, is there seems to be a tide turning in the world. Now, the left have had it for the last 27 years, say 24 years, just to cover it.
Tides make
But
U-turns.
now,
Where have the left had this?
Now, I'll come to that. Now, with Trump can come back into power, Hungary now coming and getting their right-wing party in, Holland getting their right-wing party in, Marine Le Pen in France has been 50-50 with Macron for the last 2 elections, so the right wing in France is wanting to proceed up to there as well. The right wing in Poland, if you look at the Scandinavian countries, have always been predominantly left wing. Sweden and Denmark are looking towards right wing parties now where they've got favourites to get in because people are sick of this left. We need this momentum to hurry up and turn to completely shred the left. We need more of these right-wing leaders getting in place to finally get rid of the final left-wing ones with one big push. Fuck off multiculturalism, fuck off this integration crap and our open borders, and actually focus on making the home areas, I'm not going to say countries, but the home areas for where you live, right for their people. That's what they need. That's what's starting to happen. The left are hating it. Hungary, brilliant. Hungary Prime Minister had an interview on international TV about a year ago, and he said, you've banned all immigrants coming in the borders, you've banned all mosques, you've banned Muslims, you've done all this. And he said, yeah, we have, yeah. And we've had no terrorist attacks, we've had no assaults from foreigners, we've had no sexual assaults from rapists or things like that, nothing at all. Don't like it, deal with it. But our Hungarian citizens are safe. You don't want to try your multiculturalism and all this shit, fuck off. Countries that are actually putting their own countries first, people who are putting their own countries first. Not in the sense of country, as we were saying earlier, with the flag thing and all that, that's irrelevant. But the area you live at should be the safest place. And too many left wing now have had their moment in charge and have fucked it up. So that's why Brexit happened. That's why other countries are looking at the possibility of leaving the EU. Scandinavia, the most placid place on earth, is fucking sick and tired of all the vandalism, the crimes, the rapes from immigrants and immigration being swept in. That's the great thing. Donald Trump needs to come in now. Boom. For all the shit Vladimir Putin gets, don't get me wrong, one thing you can never ever accuse him of doing is not putting Russia first. His love for Russia is like obsessive. And while I don't agree with a lot of what Vladimir Putin does, you can't ever question his love for his country and for putting the Russian people first. And that's what we need. Haven't had that in the UK since Thatcher.
What you're essentially saying is the right is cancelling the left.
I'm saying the right is getting rid of the cancer. That is the left, step by step, but there still needs to be a bigger push. If Trump can come back in, help push it further. That's what you need. People are sick and tired of this agenda that's been put upon the world for the last 20 years with wokeness, and people that agree with it, a lot of them will come out with it and say they agree with it, but deep down in the back of their minds they're not thinking it. They're not thinking it.
You know what I was saying, Gail?
Yeah, please.
About 3 minutes there of him talking. I didn't agree with a word of it. But did I talk over him?
Do you know,
no,
you didn't, Bert.
Did I sit and listen to what he had to say?
You did, quite quietly.
Barking over him.
No. Exactly what I said.
Making assumptions based on his appearance.
He was very
company he keeps.
He was very restraintive.
Yeah.
Restrained.
Restraintive.
Okay.
Go on, Bert. Go on.
That's how
far away.
Intellectual people
Bullshit.
discuss important issues.
Did
Take your political advice from that man?
Did you want to retort?
No, I just think everything you said was bollocks. I think I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
And that's the left's argument there in a nutshell, or don't like it. Gotta ignore it.
And the right's argument is you don't like it, tough, you got to lump it. That's the right's.
Yeah, go with the majority.
Yeah.
Minorities should not have a voice.
So if the majority were, as you say, this woke agenda and wanting to impose transgenderism and things like that on people, you'd go along with that.
No, but I'd have to understand that most decisions that are made with the majority in mind. So if it did become where the majority wanted wokeness, I know that my views and the views of other people that share my views are going to be pretty much...
Do you remember, a few months back now, we did an episode and you couldn't actually define what woke meant?
Inclusive, pandering to minorities, pandering to bullshit.
So you still haven't got a definition then?
No, it's more of a generalisation.
Right.
But people know what they mean when you say woke. When you say woke, people know what it means.
Woke could mean different things to different people.
The fuck did you just do with your lips?
Woke to me means something very different to you.
What? Seriously, stop doing that with your lips. It looks like a 1970s vagina. It's like going...
A 1970s vagina?
Look at it sideways. Do your weird lip thing again. No. I will. Go on, Gary. Educate us.
Well, I put woke in and it came up part of wake.
Not sleeping.
Yeah.
When do you think the term woke was first used?
Probably by the Daily Mail in about 2009. But I'd assume that it had more...
Daily Mail?
Jonathan Ross saying okie dokie? Okie dokie.
As a derogatory thing, you think?
No.
Well, Daily Mail's quite a right-wing publication.
Yeah, the Daily Mail probably utilised it as a headline that caught on, the same as in the early 2000s, Broken Britain used to become a thing.
I looked this up. You're very wrong.
Possibly, I'm happy to be entertained.
It's a really old word. And what was the song it was used in? Oh God. I was using a fucking song back in like the 90s.
You woke me up because I had a wet dream. Nope.
Oh God, it was in a song. First use of woke in song. I looked this up a couple of days ago, but I can't bloody remember.
Woke did not originally come from Willingly.
We know the first.
The song was called Scottsboro Boys.
Yeah.
Do the wokey cokey.
The term "stay woke" was first used in the 1938 song by blues musician Leadbelly about black teenagers accused of raping white women. Usage of the expression "woke" to indicate awareness of injustices dates to the black labour movements of the 1940s, but gained popularity in the 2010s as a word that signified black empowerment.
Interesting fact.
Yeah.
So we all know and agree what it means.
Do you know what the acronym of woke originally came from? No, willingly overlooking known evil.
Willingly overlooking known evil, is that it?
Yeah, that's
Load of bullshit.
but you're very true.
Woke did not originally come from willingly overlooking
Exactly,
known evil.
that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can happen.
Oh, don't do that.
But this is a weird thing because you're agreeing with me, but I don't think you've read it properly.
Yeah. Why don't you think I've read it
How's I
properly?
recording it?
Why don't you think I've read it properly? No, it does.
It doesn't matter.
Elaborate.
Well, you wouldn't tell what your pronouns were, so I don't need to elaborate on this.
I'm not gonna. Oh. Did you masturbate this morning?
No.
Fucking hell.
No, exactly that. Exactly that. What the fuck? What the fuck? Whether you did or you didn't,
Well,
whatever. None of my fucking business.
But he answered you.
And it's all right. Yeah, I know he did, but he was like, you could see where it was going. You were straight away like, no, I'm trying to hope the camera didn't
Imagine
pick it up.
taking sides where someone
Yeah.
just drops their guts.
So someone who has bowel problems can't be in a
Oh,
position
you've got
to
bowel
do things.
problems.
Yeah, I have, yeah. But no, yeah. Fuck. I've done it again.
So you've just asked if he masturbated this morning.
Yeah, but no.
He answered you no.
My point is, I know in my head, you're a bloke.
And he's still the one making a big deal.
Probably have. I'm not going to make a big deal about it and now keep asking you, or you, because you were the one that was like, oh, yeah, fucking you, or what, like that.
I just wondered where you were going with it.
There you go. It's just my point, proving my point.
What point?
Well, when you were asking me whether it's he or him and all this shit,
Yeah.
you know what it is.
It's a fucking stupid
And what
point.
the fuck does it matter? If you masturbate this morning or not, it don't make any
You
relevance.
didn't know
now,
whether
does
I
it?
had or not.
Yeah, I know, but
You
didn't
couldn't
need
make
to.
that assumption.
Huh?
You couldn't make that assumption.
No, I couldn't make that assumption. But I could assume that you probably have either way recently. I should have said recently rather than this morning.
Probably have either way where you haven't.
You recently.
should
Either you have or you haven't.
Yeah,
That's either way.
recently.
So
I
well
have a
done.
very, very full and varied sex life.
I know, but you still masturbating is healthy, so we can have a good, healthy sex life. But don't try and get on that you ain't pulled on off recently, even if you told your other half. Honestly, you know, it's been about 6 weeks. Fuck off. So yeah, there you go.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Check in the comments. He's very triggered today.
I'm not. You know.
The first episode we recorded today, if you go back to the 21st of April, we recorded a BBC episode
And I was
earlier
fine.
on today, and Will's been in a state of trigger pretty much ever since.
No, books was all good. Hobbies. That was all right. England. Natural. Sex is where we're fucking mental. When you put that fucking shit fucking video up there.
That wasn't even in our video.
No, it weren't even. It didn't need to. It just there. Like, fucking look at that fucking. Oh.
Somewhere in there are words,
This is a
word salad.
Trump lover. Going back to the US of A.
What's wrong with?
Definitely not
All right,
true.
Gal. What is wrong with Donald Trump?
I just don't like.
Oh, well, there you go. You don't know. Go on.
I
Have an
don't-
idea.
it's
Why don't you like Donald Trump?
Sexist.
Who's not sexist?
Me?
Right. Who's not sexist in some way or another?
There are different levels of sexism as well.
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. So go on.
Well, it's up here. And
Yeah.
it's down
So
there.
he's sexist the same as everyone else. Okay.
He's
So
very sexist. He said, didn't he say once, if you're rich and powerful, you can stick your hand
you
up
can
a
almost
fanny?
grab a woman by the pussy. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a liar.
Okay.
He's a liar.
Okay. He's a politician who's a liar, and you're going to
He
hold
was
that
a liar
against him.
before he was a
Cool.
politician.
All right. What political person has never lied? They all lie for their own benefit. To think that he doesn't is.
That's not the point. You
Joe
asked-
Biden would
you
lie if
asked
he could remember
made-
what his name
you
was.
asked why Trump was so bad.
No, I asked why Gary didn't like him. So we've said sexist, no, not as much as the others. He lies, so does every politician.
I don't know why I don't like it. I just wind you up.
Right, so there we go. There we go.
We did a whole episode on Trump.
So there we go. So that's it. You don't like him because you know it winds me up to not like. The same way you like the bitch slap Thatcher.
He's racist.
How's he racist?
He doesn't like the blacks.
He has never said that.
Or the Mexicans.
You don't like him.
No, he said illegal immigration he has an issue with, and he wants American people to come first.
He's in bed with the Proud Boys.
Did he ever build that wall in the end?
No.
Did it ever get started?
I think it got started.
Huh.
And you reckon that Mexico was going to pay for it and all this other shit?
Yeah, it didn't quite work.
Man can't even pay his legal bills. He's supposed to be this big billionaire. He can't afford his own fucking bail.
I think he can afford it, but he's being quite savvy waiting until he gets into the
Then he'll
presidency.
indict himself.
pardon himself.
Yeah.
Pardon himself.
Yeah.
I mean, that says enough about the man.
I think in that respect, he is clever at what he does, because obviously he's got people
I'm
following
going to
him.
say, and at the end of the day, you can say, but the man, he's clever enough about the man, or this just sums him up and all this. But he's had to get to where he is by people supporting him. So he's obviously got something that enough Americans
Have you seen a lot of
will
people
get
that
behind.
support him?
What's the worst thing that Joe Biden's doing?
Being in the White House, being awake.
My kid goes to Kings Mountain High School, and they've got what they call furries, where they got girls that dress up like cats.
He could stand on the front steps of the White House and commit murder, and I'm with him.
I feel very, very strongly about it. I mean, I know we are a country of freedom here, but I am very, very strong and for this becoming a Christian nation.
You come to this country, accept our beliefs, accept what we are, accept who we are, or don't come. And that's not to be mean, it's just to say, don't come here and try to change our country to your beliefs. That's what I see them trying to do. You're trying to force something down our throat that we don't want. We'll welcome you here. We'll welcome you with open arms. Come here and embrace America. But don't try to make America the Middle East. It's a dead issue to me. I don't like that. I don't approve of that.
In what way do you mean America and the Middle East? Because
they want to embrace Islam and make that more mainstream. They have a right, like I said, they have a right to their language. Anybody, it's not just Islamic, it's any religion. If you want to come here and practice it, you have that right. There's mosques, there's different things. But don't try to say that the country that was founded on Judeo-Christian beliefs can't believe those beliefs.
is anybody saying that though, from what you're hearing?
Anybody saying that?
Yeah.
No, but they've certainly taken religion and put in the back seat to it. It's in the back seat.
Are they quite thick, Americans?
You ever heard of the term rednecks?
Yes, yeah, ma.
Yeah, a lot of people like that. They're,
I'm gonna go home. Fuck
you
my
imagine the States. I'll try and put a graphic on. Imagine the States.
Yeah.
You've got this whole stretch across the south.
Yeah.
That's sort of called the Bible Belt, and they're all maggots.
All of them?
Well, not all of them. That's a big generalisation.
Yeah. It's like saying all the left vote Labour.
Enough to be to vote in Conservative representatives.
So what you're saying is uneducated people or people with a low IQ shouldn't be allowed to vote?
No.
Okay. So what's the issue with all the rednecks getting in, helping contribute to Trump getting in?
I'm describing to Gary that the sort of people that support Trump are
toothless.
No, because there are some quite intelligent people that back Trump.
Just not. Probably lower down. You wouldn't have them on your quiz team.
Right.
It's because current administrations have left them to rot.
They don't look at things logically, which is why it's called the Bible Belt. They don't use critical thinking, which is why they all believe in God and Jesus.
Right.
So that kind of demonstrates the critical thinking skills they have and their ways of evaluating evidence and things like that. If they're likely to be one stupid piece of bullshit, they're very likely to believe another stupid piece of bullshit.
On the flip side of that, those who aren't in the South, who are the thick as fuck ones who live in the cities and all intelligent, who think, oh my God, Donald Trump's a racist, he's a fucking sexist. Oh, he said pussy, he said he was going to grab a bird by the pussy. He never got done for grabbing a bird's pussy. He said he could grab a bird's pussy. Oh my God, we must banish this man to hell. Which IQ level is equally as much as the donuts in the South. But that bit there is forgotten about because it's the left, and the left is loved. When, oh, they're a bit right-wing, these ones here, let's slate them. But everyone that votes against Trump is educated, high IQs and all this.
Not necessarily. That's not what I meant.
No.
It's about how you evaluate evidence, things like that. If you can believe one uncorroborated, unsubstantiated load of bollocks, chances are you'll believe more.
Do you believe the moon landings were real?
Oh, what?
Do you believe the moon landings were real?
Yes.
Do you believe that Earth is flat?
No.
Well done. Do you like Donald Trump?
Haven't really met him.
Yeah, exactly that. There you go. See, sensible decision based on that. You haven't really met him to say. Had you tell him and gone, no, he's a dick? Yeah, but no, well done. You sat on the fence. Proud of you.
I don't know what point you're making there.
No, I'm making a point that he knows.
Thank God for that, 'cause I thought I might have said it wrong, I don't know.
Yeah. But no, yeah, exactly that. So you can have people who are sensible and have a bit of savvy about them.
Yeah,
But you didn't believe the moon landings. You thought they were fake.
No. I believe the moon landings, but I said they could have been faked.
That's not what you said in...
I know, that's because we had to disagree. I had to play devil's advocate. I can't play everything like thingy. When we agree, it's weird. Don't get me wrong, I'm telling you now, this fucking shit, this is not fucking playing for the camera. That fucking them, they fucking shit has really wound me up. No, don't be a dick. It's not like let's get it back. Seriously, suck my dick. Suck my absolute dick. That is 81, fuck off, mate. Who the fuck now? Fuck that up, not even bothered.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Right. I forgot what point I was going to make then. Pro-Trumpers. They say,
Pro-Trump.
Biden's been in 3 years now, and he's fixed nothing. If Trump did such a good job, there'd be nothing for Biden to fix.
Brilliant, cool. What have the Tories fixed in the last 13 years after they took over the Labour fucking disgrace of the late 90s?
Fuck all.
Exactly that. But
and your point is?
Yeah, no, my point being, you're slating the Tory party for what have they done the last 13 years. Look at the mess that Labour stuck us in between, was it 97 and 2003?
Again, I've said this before, I'm no Labour.
No, I know, but my point being that the Tories will get slated, as you just said, but Biden, what if the Labour had done such a good job, there wouldn't be nothing to fix.
Yeah, but 13 years.
For what? For opening the borders, fucking us up with a illogical war for the best part of 8 years.
Yeah, but 13
amongst
years,
everything else.
At some point, you gotta stop. If you're still, if you split up with hypothetically, because I know you like them, if you get divorced after 13 years,
you've heard of my family. I know you like them.
I
know you're right with it.
Can you still blame your hypothetical wife 13 years later for your life being bad?
No,
exactly.
I don't know if you two are agreeing with each other or not. I really don't. It's so confusing.
You're like ready to pounce, aren't you? So you're like, I don't know what side to pounce on.
America's a lovely country.
Yes.
Wouldn't want to live there. I'd love to visit.
I'd love to
regularly.
live there. I'd live there under Trump in a heartbeat.
It's weird because previously you said you didn't like Trump.
I'm not a personal fan of him, but as a president, I think brilliant.
I don't think you said that either. But I'm no Biden fan either. I think it's such a sad state that they are the two candidates that you got to choose
It's a
between.
bit of a laughing stock for America.
You don't hear a lot of Biden. You don't. He's not as on the telly as much as what Trump was.
No.
That's because he can't. He forgot his dead son's name the other day. And then the amount of times he's done interviews and he's had to be whisked away by like a member of his security team because he's obviously got dementia.
Even when he won, he took over from Obama, didn't he, Trump?
Yeah.
And
he didn't win against him though, because Obama had to.
But Obama wasn't in the news every single day.
Obama was quite well publicised.
But Trump was
every day there was something he had done.
Mine for comedians and satirists.
No. Left-leaning comedians and satirists who like to jump on the easy. Oh, Donald Trump's a racist. Let's make something funny about that.
Well, they didn't really need to. It was already there.
Yeah, no, I'm not having it.
Trump is the material that writes itself. That's
the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, basically he is. He is the weird gift that keeps on giving. I forgot the point I was making. Then we kind of drifted off about. But imagine that being your choice though, Biden or Trump. Yeah. How bad the situation has to get. But yeah, Biden forgot his son's name, but Trump said that he would fuck his daughter.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Oh, it's so weird.
Said she was fit. Or was fake. Didn't actually come out and say, I'll have sex with my daughter. But he implied that his daughter was fit, which was then
Trump's
escalated.
daughter?
If his own daughter. If she wasn't my daughter, I would probably try and sleep with her, I think was the quote.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Oh, it's so weird.
Bit weird, but a backhanded compliment. I can't even pull it off. Nah. Ask me that if I'm not a father. I can't do that. No. All right, yeah. That is fucked up. All right, there you go. That is fucked up. Okay? I'll give you that on the Trump thing. I'm not, trying to think, fucking hell. Whenever my daughters have been like even dressed up to go out, if I'd never even what the fuck, I'd shoot myself into the ground.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
It is fucked up.
And that's just one of the many things. You could argue that.
Could you imagine like that? She's getting ready to go out to be one of these, I don't know, fundraising things, and he goes,
If you weren't my daughter, I'd have you right.
You gotta do it with the
he's not an American an English gangster. If you weren't one of my daughters, talk like Trump does.
I can't. I'm English.
Gotta do the mouth like that. It's got a tiny mouth.
If you weren't my daughter.
That's it, yeah.
Speak English, Mr. Brando.
Yeah,
fuck off.
That was a good one,
That was shit.
I'd like to fuck you. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're fired.
And I would be the best one to fuck you. I have all the best ones.
I'd grab you by the pussy.
I have all the fittest daughters. My daughters are the fittest. I would definitely fuck my own daughters.
I'm gonna have a wee in a minute, guys. It's the US of A. Used to be the greatest country in the world, now fifth.
That's subjective.
It's all subjective.
In your chronological order.
Yeah, it's always subjective. That's obvious.
I would like to see a time when America doesn't have to choose between people in their fucking 70s and 80s, white men in their 70s and 80s.
White men, there we go. White men. White men. Had to be a woman or a tick box, didn't it?
That are out of touch.
I'm not having
Rich,
that. White
old
men.
White men.
No, white men. White
Give
men.
someone else like Obama.
Yeah. They've had all their privilege, haven't they?
Well, you're telling me Trump hasn't had privilege in his life?
Fuck white privilege. Fuck off.
You're telling me Trump had no privilege?
I'm not having that. Saw a brilliant interview the other day.
My dad gave me a small loan of $1 million.
Yeah, Trump never have to go to a food bank.
You were better when you were quiet.
Trump never have to go to a food bank.
It's not white privilege.
Only if the bird was fit behind it and he could grab her by the pussy.
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous.
I could rape her. So there you go.
Yeah. But Americans make good TV programs.
They do.
Films. Shit music.
Shit, really?
Never been a big fan of American music.
I mean, you like country music, don't you?
Yeah, I was about to say, literally, apart from country. And then you straight away went, you like country?
Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, do you like the blues?
Guns N' Roses.
You like Eminem?
Aerosmith.
Well, Guns N' Roses,
Eminem.
the best one is Slash, and he's
Green
from London.
Day.
Green Day I don't
Chili
like.
Peppers.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, I'll give you.
All these bands that you've been to see.
They're more Canadian than American.
Chili Peppers are more Canadian.
Yeah.
Every song they sing is about California.
Yeah, I know.
They're American.
But it also begins with CA, so there is a link. Belly is going here. Right, lads. I think on that
And
bombshell.
ladettes and any other of you little fellows out there.
Do you know? I've only been triggered since you started doing that, and now you finished. It's like you've got
Well,
a
like
little
the
tool.
fucking Pied Piper or
Yeah. You're gonna play it, and that Will's gonna go mental. And then we'll play it at the end and just turn him off.
You've probably really been triggered since I asked what your pronouns were, and that proper set you off.
Oh no, it
I've
didn't.
only got to say the word pronoun, and he's off.
It didn't. No, it
He
didn't.
goes
Bother.
as red as that fucking hat.
It don't. No, it didn't bother
He's
me.
like me when I have a fucking hot chip.
It didn't.
I look like Phil Mitchell on that video.
You do, mate. You're sweating on that. Fucking hell. Yeah, it only took about 3 minutes before like going. You could just
Mine
skip
was-
it, couldn't
mine
you? A
was
little
in
bit.
about
Isn't it?
30 seconds when I went red.
Yeah. That was nuts.
That was. And you
Got it.
No, I didn't. I've got nothing to prove.
if we did that again and you did it with, I don't know, a hot and spicy Pringle,
I'll do a frazzle.
a frazzle, all our guts are starting to make noises.
Yeah.
Right, thank you very much for watching, and remember, what do?
We like.
We subscribe.
And we comment. Ring the notification bell. Share. Patreon. Fact of the week.
Done it.
What'd you do?
Something about sex or national history, wasn't it? I did do one.
Have you done one in the USA?
No, he didn't. That's what I just said.
I thought I did.
No, you
I don't
didn't.
know
That's
that
why I
you
said
did.
no. You didn't.
I mean, if I play it back and it's in there, do you want me to keep it in?
I don't give a shit.
So you got one about
USA.
America. Yeah, you did 50 states.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you, in the beginning? Yeah.
But that was my little.
Oh, okay, that wasn't your. Sit down.
I'm stretching my leg. A sec. Oh fuck.
Stay upright.
A chicken once lived for 18 months without a head. Mike the chicken's incredible feat was recorded back in the 1940s in the USA. He survived as his jugular vein was most of his brain stem were left mostly intact, ensuring just enough brain function remained for survival. In the majority of cases, a headless chicken dies in a matter of minutes. There you are. United States of America.
That was banging, gal. Yeah, peoples. Thanks. If I get triggered again.
Is he a him or is he a he? Is he a him or is he a he?
I was doing the theme tune.
So what?
Ball
statements.
statements, I would have thought.
Really? I didn't think it sounded like the ball statements.
Why are you unplugged already?
Because we're done.
Are
I'm
we?
getting ready and getting my clothes all ready and helping tidy up. Yeah. Go, good gentlemen.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you, goodbye.
Catch you later.
Oh, I thought we was. Ciao.
No, this is the trouble. You don't think.
Can I keep your hat?
No.
No.
Only if you tell him what
Just
your
out of
pronouns are.
spite.
What are your pronouns and he'll think about it.
On camera.
Keep that.